Yesterday, a few days ago, should I say, about like two or three, I actually came to a conclusion with myself that I do not, believe in God or Jesus Christ as far as their existence or presence being here on this planet Earth. Because if you just look at the example, of the so-called allegedly crucifixion of Jesus Christ, that they is stated in the Bible as far as the resurrection on Sunday morning, as far as Jesus Christ and when she rose from the dead and everything in that particular tomb. My thing is that where's the physical evidence of the body of Jesus Christ? You get what I'm saying? And matter of fact, we never question things like this, but where is the cross, so-called allegedly, as far as what he was crucified on? You get what I'm saying? We must question things like this, though. You get what I'm saying? Because I think that once we start actually questioning things like this, we can really differentiate and so forth, that a lot of this stuff, it sound over exaggerated, and a lot of stuff sound like fairy tale. Because just for the simple fact, if someone want to tell you, whether someone is not a Christian, but they believe that Jesus Christ did die for them and so forth, they say that he died for our sins and everything. But how the hell someone could die for our sins if he wasn't even manufactured, or our presence wasn't even here on this planet Earth? You get what I'm saying? So it sounds like kind of silly to actually say that and actually believe in that. But most religious folks, they operate underneath a paradigm, or should I say underneath a belief or theology. So my thing is that too as well. Many people say about the Creator or God, Yahweh, or Allah God, or whatever name what you want to call him. They say that he's the one who actually created the heavens and earth. He's the one who actually manufactured this world. He created the sun and the stars and the moons and so forth. But my thing is that where is the physical evidence? Where's the physical evidence? You get what I'm saying? We don't question people like this. You get what I'm saying? But we must start questioning things. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, for example, a child, when they don't have a particular comprehension about something, or if they're curious about how something functions or operates, you can say, they ask questions. You know what I'm saying? So why are we, and I think this too as well, I think this from, just a passed down generational tradition thing you can say, as far as us not questioning nothing. You get what I'm saying? As far as us, just going with the flow and not questioning, because it seems like anytime when we question something, in a sense to someone, it seemed like we were rebelling against them. The whole time we just try to extract away some comprehension because we don't understand, should I say, how some shit operate. So I think that's something definitely for us, to actually look into. And it's like, having been no archaeologists or archaeologists, more than one, plural, that actually dug up any skulls, evidence, or anything possible to actually indicate that it was a presence of Jesus or God that was on this planet Earth. You get what I'm saying? I'm not here to actually diminish your belief. If you believe in a high power, or you believe in a creator, or you believe in Allah, God, Yahweh, so forth. But my thing is that we should question things if we can literally see the evidence. The ancestors already indicate their particular evidence by pyramids. It's even like, for example, the Pharaoh Ramesses. You get what I'm saying? You could go to his tomb and you can see that he's been mummified, the deceased body of him and everything. It's already a clear indication that he already was here on this present Earth, on this planet Earth, excuse me. So we must question things like this. My main thing, my motive is not for you to actually believe everything in which I say and everything. I'm not here for all of that. And nor I'm not here for you to actually accept everything in which I say. My main thing is that I'm a messenger, and a messenger is someone who actually delivered the message. You can take it, you can internalize it, and so forth. But it's all about you actually receiving the message. Anytime you ask a question, or anytime we sit down, you concentrate and try to extract away comprehension for someone, ultimately that leads to manifestation. You know what I'm saying? As far as like whatever the case in what you sending your energy on throughout time and throughout the process within your brain. So I just had to come on here and everything. I had reached a conclusion. Another thing too as well, the reason why I say that I don't believe in the presence of God and also Jesus Christ as far as them being here present on this planet Earth It's for the simple fact is that if you look at, our ancient ancestors and ancient Kemet, which is the original name for Egypt, which is a Greek name, which they later on called it, is that you had people that was the god of the sun, the god of the underworld, the god of the sky, and so forth. And then people want to say or just classify just one deity, just showcasing their power. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for example, too, I used this yesterday and everything, but the lie didn't save. My aunt, she was an ancient Egyptian goddess, and she symbolized as the bird with the feathers and everything. The reason why she personified as a bird with the feathers is for the simple fact is that she indicated as far as the showcasing of the bird, because in her eyes she extracted away the particular power and the particular behavior and the mentality and so forth just from the particular bird. Because one thing about ancestors, they study neter, N-E-T-E-R, not nature. That's where you get nature from, is from neter. They were showcasing how they could actually have that force in which the things in which they study from. You get what I'm saying? The media things which was in their particular environment, you could say. And she will be the definer whether you ascend and go to the afterlife or not. For example, it would be a group of, other pharaohs and other ancient Egyptians, you could say, and they lined up. And if your soul or your spirit or both is not aligned and is way heavier than a feather, then you won't go and ascend to the underworld. You know what I'm saying? You'll be eaten by the sea monster, which his name is Ammon. You know what I'm saying? In Egyptian mythology. So, and I just really examine, because I study and I research and I read, and so forth. And it's hard for me to just believe that, man. It's really hard for me to believe. And I'm not like an individual that really stuck in belief. I'm really an individual that really operate within my paradigm as far as the things of which I know, not what I believe, because belief only can take you so far. You get what I'm saying? You gotta know. You get what I'm saying? Belief and knowing is two different things. The key word in knowledge is know. You get what I'm saying? So we must extract away the things in which we know, not what we believe. Because if you can indicate as far as the things in which have been clearly stated in the Holy Quran, the Old Testament, the New Testament, the Bible, and so forth, then, we just going to be stuck underneath that particular state. And it's time for us to actually exit out of that particular state and really showcase and enforce the power, enforce the reality in which we could live different from this one, because that's what ultimately the ancient ancestors, the ancient Egyptian, the ancient pharaohs, that was them actually showcasing that. And now we are actually we hearing about that, and so forth. And I think that we definitely have to go back, and we definitely have to get back in our organic state. But when we are talking about getting back into our organic state, I would say is that we must really look at our paradigm, look at the language, look at the music, look at the environment which we surround ourselves in, and so forth. If that's not unrighteous, if that's not of the universe, because the universe function underneath balance and righteousness is always, you always get back in what you actually gave. If you haven't gave shit, you won't, you get what I'm saying? You won't get nothing back. So once we have a thorough examination and we come up with a list of ideals and things in which we can replace as far as the things in which we haven't been holding on to, whether it's the past, whether it's good, whatever the case may be, but mostly is really the bad stuff, then we can actually exit out of our old paradigm, our old ways, and so forth. One thing in which I realized when it comes down to even the paradigm, you could say, is that the paradigm, it's hard to actually unprogram something once have been going through a thorough process of propaganda and miseducation and misinformation and so forth, because it's like you actually reject someone actually delivering the truth onto you. You think that shit is a lie. Like, hell no, I wasn't taught that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not familiar with that. I don't have no knowledge of that. But I'll leave you guys with this. El Hajj Malik al-Shabazz, better known as Malcolm X, when he changed his name, when he made his Hajj back in 1964, I believe in May or June of 1964, he said that be careful of delivering the truth to the black man, because he had been thoroughly propagated and indoctrinated too as well. That he believed that the truth in which you are actually presenting onto him is a lie. And the lie in which he believed in is nothing more but than a opposite of what you deliver on to him, because ultimately you are delivering something so actually could update his consciousness. So what you will do is that you'll drop seeds of truth onto him, and ultimately once he actually extract away a piece of truth in which you deliver onto him, then he can actually go through the path and actually extract away a better understanding, not just understanding. I talk so much about understanding because understanding is like when you actually extract away value. Once you actually extract away something that's value based on what someone actually deliver on to you, that's when ultimately you change your mindset. You get what I'm saying? I'm not on this third dimension where I just want to understand something. I'm on a particular time and I'm on a particular degree as far as level wise within my brain, within my paradigm, that I actually want to understand something. I want to go inside of it, how it functions, you get what I'm saying? Not just what it is, you get what I'm saying? Or how it works, you get what I'm saying? I want to know the core of it, the base of it. You get what I'm saying? Because the base is what overall makes something what it is. If you're looking at a tree, if it wasn't for the goodness of a root, the tree wouldn't be there. The tree wouldn't be healthy. The tree wouldn't be alive. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely the things in which we, definitely need to ask and so forth. Now I'll leave you guys with that, man. Thank you for your time, man. Peace, love, and life is solidarity, Pine Jar. I know I sound like I was freestyling this video, but peace, man.